Hello, in this video we'll continue to solve positions from chess.com. We'll analyze positions above the 2000 rating on chess.com. You can stop the video and try to solve the positions with me to improve your tactical skills. My name is Maxim, I'm international chess master. Let's start our exercises. This is our first position. Here we are playing white. Let's start with evaluation. His king looks extremely weak, and because of this we need to analyze the checks. We have knight c7, good check. He has two answers. The first one is king to e5. Now I think after f4 it's a mate. So instead of king e5 he can play king to e7. We can continue variation with knight f5. Now he has to go on f8. We can play queen to d8 check. Knight e8 is the only move, and then queen takes c8. It should be mate. Knight c7, king to e7, knight to f5, and the position is solved because of a mate and two moves: king f8, queen d8, and queen e8. Now let's continue. Rook e5 was played. The position number 2. What's going on here? Our bishop is under attack, but his rook looks weak. We can start with the checks. Always start with the checks. Knight f6 check. Now he needs to capture it, and we can capture the rook. Is there any counterplay? I don't see it. So knight f6, rook f6, bishop here, bishop to b7. We can capture. Knight to b7, rook to b7. White has an extra rook and completely winning position. Next position, number 3, bishop b6 was played. What's going on here? We need to play for the attack. King is weak on g6. What are the checks? Rook to e6 is a check, but then he can play king to f5. Another idea is to play f5. After king f6, rook e6, it's mate. So after f5, he can play this move, and after king h6, rook e6, g6 now it's the only move. Rook takes g6, mate. Let's check it. f5, king to h6, check, mate. The next position we are playing white. Knight c3 was played. Our queen is under attack. His pieces are really far from the king. Let's see attacking moves. We have queen to h5 with double attack. We have queen to d3 with double attack. Let's start with queen d3 because it attacks the knight. After queen d3, he can play queen to h6. He protects on h7, and our knights are under attack. So it's not ideal for us. Let's see queen h5. H7 is hanging, f7 is hanging, and it's, yeah, he can play queen to h6, protecting on h7, but then we can capture on f7. It's in our favor. Queen h5, h6. Yeah, probably h6. Queen f7, king to h8. And now, what can we try now? We can play knight e6, attacking on g7, and queen can join the defense. Rook g8 probably, then capture here, and knight g6 is coming. Let's check it. Queen to h6. Okay, capture here, and now we can make a fork. We need to sacrifice the queen and prepare knight to f7. So capture here, check, capture here, and our position is absolutely winning. Next position, bishop c6 was played, and what's going on here? Yeah, the first idea that knight f7 can be forked. Yeah. Also, his king hasn't got any squares on the 7th rank, and his rooks now protect 8th rank, but we can probably distract them. So I like queen to f8. After this move, rook f8 is the only move. And now checks. Knight f7 is a check. The idea is that after king g8 we can capture the queen. After rook f7, now his rook is on the 7th rank. We have rook d8 check, and it's a mate. After bishop e8 we can capture, rook f8 we can capture. So in this position I think queen f8 wins because his rook is overloaded. Capture, rook f8 check, capture here, white is winning. The next position, king to a1 was played. He has a strong pawn on e7. It will be queen in the future, but king is in mating net. What can we try now? Queen a4 looks natural. King to b1, and I don't see attacking continuations, but we can play queen e8. He can protect the pawn after d6. We can play rook d3, rook d1, and capture on d1. Rook takes d1. Now d7 is a threat. We can play queen to d7. He can play rook e1 back, threatening e8. But we have big material advantage, so we can protect our position after king f7. He can play e8 queen. We can capture on e8. Rook takes e8. King takes e8. This and yeah, d7, king d7. We have pawns endgame with 3 extra pawns. It's enough for a win, of course. So check. This move, and yeah, we did it. Rook d1, rook d1, rook d1, queen d7, rook e1, king f7, e8, queen e8, forcing winning pawns endgame. The next position, rook e6 was played. What is it? It's a force mate. Queen b8 check, rook e8, queen d6 check, forcing king to g8. Now queen g3 check, king to f8, and queen g7 mate. Why should we start with queen b8? Because if we start with queen g7 immediately, he can play king e8, queen g8, king d7, queen f7. It's not a mate. White probably winning anyway, but if you have a chance to force a mate, yeah, it's better to do it. Check, 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 mate. Let's continue. c5 was played. King is weak, rook is weak. Queen e4 is a double attack. Queen e4, g6 looks like the only idea here. Queen takes, bishop b7, typical idea. He wants to trap. He wants to trap the queen. We can play queen a7. Now after rook a8, queen b6. If he plays bishop b7, queen a7, queen c7, with idea to play rook a8 now, we can play bishop b4, for example, and his bishop is pinned. Let's check it. g6, capture this move, and queen b6, winning the rook. Next position, This move was played. Endgame. Of course, we should capture this. Now, rook g1 check, king to b2. This is the only move. d6. And now we have two candidates moves. After a1 or after c1, anyway, he should capture our queen. And we need to evaluate the pawn's endgame. For example, c1, rook takes c1, king takes c1, d7, queen, queen, and white is not losing. White has an extra pawn, and it's not an idea for us. Another idea, let's start a1, capture a1, king a1, d7, c1, check. King is under attack, and we have an extra queen. It should be enough to win this game. So, queen, capture. Yeah, king e5 because after d7, c1 check. So king e5, check. No, not the check, but the queen, and black's position is winning. And the final position for today, bishop f8 was played. King is in mating net. What can we do? Rook f7, king to e6. Now d5 or f5. After d5, king d6, rook d7, king c5. It's okay for black. So rook f7, king to e6, f5 check, king to d6, rook to d7, mate. Check, f5 check. Yeah, beautiful mating net. White is winning. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to remind you that it's very useful to solve chess tactic every day. I'll be glad to receive your likes and comments. See you in the next videos. Good luck.